I believe all the ladies who are here are honorable members. And so I greet you all in the name of our Lord and Savior. How are you people?
Yes.
I don't want to take much time in saying much, but I'll go into what I'm supposed to say. Our theme is peace begins in the home. And I was looking keenly at that. And I said, peace begins in the home, which means it has to begin inside the home. And who are the people who dwell in the house? Mother, father, and the children. And so peace begins with us. And as I was preparing myself, I looked at my own family, I looked at where I was born, and our society as a Kenyan. And what came into my mind is that the problems that we have in our society today begins at the family level. In our society today, in our contemporary world, the challenge we have is we have a lot of challenges even in families. There are no peace. We have no peace. The fathers are fighting with their wives. The fathers are fighting with their sons. And others even go to the extent of even killing their sons and their daughters and even their entire family, and also killing themselves. So what we see in the society today is what is there in our families. It's only that the challenges in our families are not highly exposed. So our society is suffering because we have no values and we have no morals. When you look at our families today, we have left the responsibility, the parents have left the responsibility to the teachers. And we keep on saying the teachers will take care of them. And that then also gives me another question. What type of a society are we bringing up? How can our society be 10, 20 years, 50 years from today, because we are not instilling good values in our children? Africa, being a patriarchal society, we are not given enough opportunity as women to exercise our role, our leadership role. You know very well, for a woman to play her role, it's not easy. I am in Kenya, I am one of the senators, but you could see that there is a war between women leaders and the men. There is a war between us because everyone wants to prove that we are good leaders and this, and the men feel that all the known opportunities and the big roles that people need to play belongs to only men. So when we talk of sustainable development goals, number one, it is to transform our world. And we are saying through SDGs, there'll be no poverty, there'll be no hunger, that we will have good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water, sanitation, affordable and clean energy, and decent work and economic growth. And number 16, promote peaceful and inclusive society for sustainable development, provide access to justice, and it continues. We all know what lack of peace means. And the bigger society, as I said, is a replica of our families. Women are the pillars in their home and in the society. In my own culture, we believe that there is no home without a woman. There is no man without a woman. And it helps us because we move forward. As we were doing our presentation, I realized that we have very powerful ladies. I share we have some commonalities with my sister who just shared her experience, which I will say at the end of the time I'm presenting. But as I sat there in the morning and listened to the ladies, I realized that we have a lot of potential. But the problem is we are not given the time and the opportunity. Imagine the power the woman has in her hands. She has power over her husband. If she says no to war, the husband will not go for war. She has power over her son, and if she says no to him, he will not join Al-Shabaab, he will not join the terrorism, and he will not go out and fight with others. Imagine the power the woman has in her hands over her son-in-law, the respect that is there, the influence that she can make over the family. And it is only that, most of the time our cultures are promoted, even wars, and our own people, women, used to incite men by singing and praising them when they go and fight others, kill others, and they come. We praise them. But these days, the thing has changed. And we have to change the narratives. My fellow women, honorable members, we have to change the narrative. If we take the leadership and say that we are for peace, and we say that in my home, there'll be only peace, then in our society, we'll be able to achieve that peace that is there. Our ultimate goal is to keep our young ones busy and make them peace ambassadors. In the Senate, I know my time is up. In the Senate, I'm finishing. In the Senate, what I'm currently doing, I have been looking at our young people who are idle and have joined Al-Shabaab. Many of them are in alcohol, taking alcohol, drug addiction, and all these other problems. And what I have done is to come up with a bill that will prevent that problem. A bill on prevention of terrorism act, which empowers Ministry of Education, which empowers school administrators, and put measures that will guard our young ones against media influence. And at the end of the bill, what I am suggesting is to come up with centers that can take care of our children who have been already affected by the problems that I have mentioned. Therefore, my fellow women, the power is in our hand. We have a lot to do, and we can achieve a lot. And peace begins at home. Thank you so much.